Okay folks, that's a pretty sky tonight here in Jamesville, Virginia. The sun just set a few minutes ago. Got a nice little afterglow here. Now unfortunately when the sun goes down, the bugs come out. So I'm going to go in shortly and make a nice recipe tonight. I'm making braised stuffed flounder with a homemade tomato sauce. Beautiful sky. Okay, I'm going in and starting to do my prep. Okay folks, so tonight I'm making crab stuffed flounder braised in tomato sauce. This is going to be a nice healthy meal full of flavor. Let's take a look at the ingredients first. Okay, so let's take a look at all this beautiful stuff I have here. Okay, the most important ingredient is the flounder. This is one fillet of local flounder. This was harvested in a town not too far from here called Wachapreague, Virginia. You probably never heard of that. Nobody else has, I don't think. But Wachapreague, Virginia is the self-proclaimed capital of the flounder capital of the United States. So it's nice and fresh right off the boat. I have crab meat. This is back fin, not the lump. You don't need lump for stuffing a fish. I have some garlic. I have lemon, capers, red pepper, white wine, Old Bay. You have to use Old Bay because if you don't, then it's against the law. You got to use Old Bay. I have some fresh parsley. I have some crab stock. I have some shrimp shells. These were frozen. This is, I ordered a pound of shrimp and I saved the shells. That's going to make a nice sauce. And I'm also going to use an onion that I can't seem to find right now. Okay, let's get right into this. This is going to be a beautiful meal. I'm hungry. Let's do this. Okay, I have a small saucepan here. Little olive oil in that. I'm going to take my shrimp shells. You can hear them cooking nicely already. Now these shells, these are packed with flavor. Do not throw them out. This is going to add so much taste to this sauce. It's going to be unbelievable. I'm going to let that cook down for like 4 or 5 minutes. Medium heat. Okay, those shells are cooking down nicely. I have some fresh homemade crab stock here. I'm going to take 1/3 of a cup of that. A little more. About 2/3 of a cup. Gonna let that boil down for a while. Now, if you don't have fresh crab stock, you can use fish stock, although it's not quite the same thing. You can buy it at the supermarket. I've never seen crab stock sold at the supermarket though. Okay, I have another pan here. This is going to be my vegetables for the stuffing. There's a little bit of olive oil, or actually vegetable oil. Have some finely diced white onion here. That was about 2 tablespoons full. I mean, this is just one meal I'm making, so I don't want to overpower it. Onions and garlic can be very overpowering. A little sea salt in there. Two cloves of fresh garlic. Don't use that bottled stuff. It's not quite the same thing. And when you use fresh garlic, make sure you cut that root off. That root can be bitter. Okay, this isn't going to take too long. 2-3 minutes perhaps. I'm going to go ahead and add some parsley to the onion garlic mix. You always add the parsley at the end of the cooking cycle, or else it becomes just too mushy. I'm going to add some white wine to my stock. Pulling off the onion garlic mix. Going to let that alcohol burn off a little bit. Good enough. Going to go ahead and pass the liquid through a strainer. So now I have my stock full of flavor. What I'm going to do now is reduce it a bit. This will make it more concentrated. And then I'll add the tomato. Okay, my stock is reducing. I'm going to add some Old Bay. About a tablespoon. This is 1 serving. I'm going to add some crushed red pepper flakes. Maybe about a half a teaspoon. Fire roasted diced tomatoes. Turn the heat up a bit. Going to add some capers. These are capers in brine, not in salt. This is going to be Mediterranean style, I guess. Capers can be very overpowering. Okay, well that is reducing and coming together. I'm going to go ahead and prep the flounder. Very nice. Could use a little black pepper. Okay, I'm going to prep the flounder. Okay, so here is my onion, garlic, parsley mix. I'm going to add some back fin crab. I would say that's a good half cup. Now, I'm not using any type of binder. There's no need for a binder because this is a stuffed fish. If this was a crab cake, I would say yes. You can use breadcrumbs if you would like, or an egg. But in this case, it's just not necessary. I take a little vegetable oil, coat that inside and outside. Okay, this is a nice big fillet here. Now this has a tapered end and a more square end. So I'm going to put this stuffing on the tapered side. And then just roll it up. A little fell out, but that's collateral damage. Not good. Okay folks, this is a oven-proof Staub cast iron dish. Place my fish right in there. Now this is going to be finished in the oven, but I want to start the cooking process. Here's my sauce. It's a little on the thin side, but that's okay, because this will reduce in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and put a bay leaf in there, a little extra flavor, and some fresh lemon wedges. And a little cayenne pepper. That'll give it a nice little color and a little bit extra taste. Okay, putting that in the oven, 375 degrees for 30 minutes. Okay, that took longer than I thought it would take to cook. That actually took 45 minutes, but it's looking really good. I'm gonna serve this up. Okay, folks, your crab stuffed flounder is served with a side of sauteed asparagus. Now I'm going to add a little cheese to that. I am half Italian, and this is supposed to be Mediterranean style. So here you have it. Looks very pretty. Let's have a taste here. I'll taste the sauce first. That is so rich with seafood tasting. It's unbelievable. Taste some of the fish with the crab. This is super hot. I definitely taste the flounder and the crab, and I didn't want to use any egg or breadcrumbs because that would kill the taste of the crab. The capers are a nice addition. Well, that was very good. And this is very low carb. The juice I used was of the lemon. There's no flour in here, no starch, no bullshit. Nice and healthy. That is so good. Okay, folks. This is my meal for tonight, and I'm hungry. Thanks for watching this video.